You probably haven't noticed, but tonight is Oscar night in Hollywood, and among the leading candidates for Academy Awards is a father-daughter team. David Browning profiles them.
37 years ago today, John Huston won an Oscar for directing this film, The Treasure of the Sierra Madre.
Without me, you two would die here more miserable than rats.
One of the players he directed, his father, Walter Huston, who also won an Oscar. A family affair.
On the set, the director is always the father. And so in a sense, I became my father's father.
Tonight, the Huston clan will try to do it again. John Huston is a strong contender for Best Director for Prizzi's Honor, a dark underworld comedy, in which he directed his daughter, Anjelica, who's considered the Oscar favorite for Best Supporting Actress. If they pull it off, it will mean Oscars for 3 generations of the Huston family.
I got a reputation to live up to. I'm the family scandal. Everybody deep down, every father, whether he be a plumber or a shoemaker or a film director, likes to see his children maybe follow along the same lines.
True enough, but learning the ropes in Hollywood, John Huston finally turned to directing out of fear he'd never be as good an actor as his father.
I know what gold does to men's souls.
I didn't want to stand in such a gigantic shadow.
You did not think you could measure up?
No, I had no dream of it. And that's, I think, the reason I don't take my acting seriously to this day.
And consider the film standards Huston set for his children, the pictures he directed or acted in. The Maltese Falcon, Moulin Rouge, The Red Badge of Courage, The African Queen, Moby Dick, The Night of the Iguana, The Misfits, The Man Who Would Be King, Chinatown.
The dramatic thing is to always go in closer.
And the Huston show goes on. Despite severe emphysema for which he must sometimes wear breathing tubes, Huston is acting in a TV movie that marks the directing debut of his son, Danny. There's advice father to son, and from son to father, gentle reminders of who's in charge.
It's either we shoot it all his way or we continue with the way I'm doing it. And in a sense, it's out of everybody's dedication to my father that there's such a good feeling on this picture.
He knows what he wants, knows how to get it.
Well, I'm trying to bring nepotism back into favor.
Tradition or nepotism, the Hustons represent a true movie dynasty. And to the old man, the Oscars aren't the big news. He just got word that Tony, another son, is working on his first screenplay. David Browning, CBS News, Hollywood.
And that's the CBS Evening News for this Monday. Dan Rather reporting from New York. Thank you for joining us. Good night.